What if I told you that there's a website out there with over 200,000 graphics, vectors, and fonts that you can use commercially for print on demand totally for free without even having to sign up to a trial? Yes, this website does exist. It is Creative Fabrica, and whilst they have a paid subscription plan, they also have a separate library of these freebies which you can use without signing up to the trial. And in this video, I'm going to give you an overview as to what there is on offer. I will explain to you how we're allowed to use these freebies, and then I'm going to give you an example of how to utilize them to create designs for print on demand. So if you click the very first link in the description, it will bring you straight to the freebies section on Creative Fabrica. You've got different categories right here to filter by. So we've got free fonts, SVGs, graphics, embroidery, and classes. And then as you can see right here, we've got 206,000 freebies at the moment. Scrolling down, we see the most popular freebies right now. At the top, quite a few script fonts, which could work very well on greeting cards, for example, and greeting cards sell very well on Zazzle. Then we've got our first couple of t-shirt design bundles right here with some baby and summer quotes, which is really cool. This comic font definitely looks very nice. That could probably work well for kids themed niches as well. Daily to do KDP interior, that's interesting. So I think you can see right here that there's various different topics and lots of different styles that suit print on demand. We've got some Valentine's Day patterns. There is rainbow brush strokes, which you could use in many different ways to color in your design. You could use it as a background element or even as a texture if you wanted to. And then there's a newest freebie section right here as well with some really cool looking patterns and designs. And scrolling back up to the top, I'm going to click on free fonts now to get a better idea of what the free fonts are like. So there's 4,000 results, and you can also sort this by newest instead of most popular. There's about 100 pages, so you can flick through the pages more quickly here. If we scroll down, what can we see? Lots of script fonts. Adventure, that looks really cool with these little shadows right here in the letters. Then we've got a Halloween themed font, so different occasions are also really handy. Then we've got Mini Garden, that looks nice. Hollow Weekend, really cool handwritten font. That's quite bold and easy to read. So I'm just going to click into this to give you an example. You can flick through the mock-ups right here to see the text in action, back to school, happy birthday. And if you like one of these fonts, all you have to do is register an account or log in. It will say for you right here, I logged in with my Google account where I don't have an active Creative Fabrica subscription. That's why it says free trial right here. I don't have a trial active for anything. So once you've registered an account with your email or with Google, just click on download and it will download a zip file to your device. You can ignore this advert right here, you don't have to do it, and then just unzip the zip file and install the font, and you can use it in your designs, which is definitely really cool. And taking a look at the free SVGs section, we've only got 700 results here, but that's because most of the graphics and SVGs are within the free graphics category. But looking down further, we see some hand-drawn hearts, which could definitely be good as decorative elements. We've got a very nice cat graphic with some text inside, some more phrases, and a truck kit for Christmas by the looks of it. So if we click into this, we can see that there's various different types of trucks, Christmas trees, and Christmas themed graphics that you can sort of create your own truck with, and these can do really well in various different niches, not just for Christmas. And do take note that it says right here, all of our freebies come with our commercial license, in brackets, basic POD. That's quite important. The licensing is something I'm going to cover in just a few minutes here. But before that, we're going to look at the free graphics section, which is where most of the value is hidden, in my opinion. So we've got tons and tons of really nice graphics that you can use for print on demand. There's these stickers right here of different animals. We've got some bee themed graphics right here. There's some really cool leaves in sort of a watercolor theme, which looks very nice. You could see that working as decorative elements for your designs. Watercolor floral, so these elements might work well for greeting cards once again. Then we've got some really cool sort of coffee stickers and elements. Those are nice as well. Some watercolor splashes, some finished gaming designs, and there is over 5,000 pages of this stuff. So just endless possibilities. If you don't want to just download some of the most popular ones that everyone has already downloaded, perhaps, then just flick through the pages and go to like page 8 or something. We've got a distressed vintage sunset. That's really nice and it can be used for so many different niches. What else can we see? An American flag distressed. So once again, anything cross-niched with the American flag can do really well, and you can get some good sales for July the 4th as well, which is coming up fairly soon. So another quick tip I wanted to show you is you can, instead of looking through the freebies and sort of random graphics, you can also type in a topic at the top right here in the search mask. So say you're looking for a fishing design, just type in fishing right here, hit enter, and then you can come down to the filters on the left hand side and tick freebies, and then you will get all the free elements or all the free graphics that are fishing themed. So this way you can do a more specific search, but you still don't have to sign up to create a Fabrica in this way. But now you might be wondering, how can I use these freebies? What are the rules? And that's what we're going to go through now. So here we are on the licensing page for Creative Fabrica, which I will also link in the description. The basic print-on-demand usage applies to all of the freebies. And what does that mean? So basically, you're allowed to create and upload graphics to print-on-demand sites that are vastly different from the original. And this means they have unique, distinctive elements that are added by you. See the example below. So if this is the freebie right here, this mermaid that says I'm amazing, you can't just upload it to a mug as is and sell it. What you can do is you can alter the design, like this example where there's like a background element in green and the mermaid right here has got this sort of pink watercolor effect. That's fine, but you can't just use it as it is. You can do that if you have the full print-on-demand usage license, which you get with the Creative Fabrica subscription, but this does not apply to the freebies. I hope that makes sense. It is explained in a bit more depth right here as to what you can and cannot do. The fonts, you can install them, create your own quotes and sentences and use that as they are. The only thing you can't do is resell the fonts, which makes sense, but in terms of the graphics, you need to alter them a bit to sell them, and I will show you an example of how to do that right now. So because this is a video focusing on free stuff, I thought I would also show you a free way to create these designs with the new graphics. I'm using Photopea for this. Some people call it Photopea. It's essentially a web browser alternative to Photoshop, and it's totally free. That will be linked in the description as well. And to get started, just click on New Project. I've got my dimensions selected right here, and the background is set to black. Hit create, and now the first step, if you have downloaded any fonts, is installing those into Photopea. So select the type tool from the toolbar and then click into this right here where you can select any fonts. The library has got a lot of defaults, but you can also click on load font and then select the font file from your downloads folder and load it into this, and then you can just search for Holler Weekend, for example, which is the font I just showed you earlier. Select that from the drop down and start typing out something. So I'm going to make a design that says powered by cupcakes. Copy this down with Alt and clicking and dragging down. We'll put cupcakes right here and make this one a bit bigger. Go back to the move tool, and then you get these bounding boxes where you can drag to increase the size. I've also downloaded a bundle of graphics from Creative Fabrica. I'm going to now drag those into this file. I will also leave this specific bundle in the description if you want to follow along step by step with this tutorial. You just drag and drop these into Photopea and they will open up one after another, and then you can resize them with these bounding boxes, and I'm going to place them right here along the top. I'm going to make sure they're about the same size and evenly spaced out. And now to make this a bit more of our own, because at the moment we've not really done much other than pasted the free graphics into here. And what we can do is we can add some more elements to this. Well, you could use, for example, the shape tool over here and like draw a box or an ellipse tool or something, draw some shapes around these graphics. Or I've already made some free graphics for you, which you could add to this to make your own. It's my free print-on-demand graphics bundle, which is also linked in the description. I know there's a lot of links, but I'm just trying to help you out with as much free stuff as possible today. But essentially, there is a few things in there that we could add to this to make it look more of our own. So for example, I'm going to draw one of the files into here. You've got a bit of a sort of decorative banner that you can place text on top of. Within the layers panel, I'm going to move move the powered by above this freebie, it's number 11, and change the font color of this to black, because then we can actually see what's going on, and we can place this on top of this sort of banner right here. That looks quite good. So we've added one element of our own to this. I think what would also suit this design quite well is some type of rainbow. So there is a freebie number 9 in my free graphics bundle, is a very nice looking rainbow that could suit this. So let's just drag and drop this into here. Comes up on the very bottom in the layers panel at first, so you have to drag this up in front of the background layer. Then we can move this up like so. We hide the stars behind one of these cupcakes. I think those colors work really well and make the design pop. So we can move this up a bit like so, and you could also go ahead and maybe match the color of cupcakes to maybe some light pink shade right here. But there we go. I think that looks pretty neat. We've turned these free graphics into our own kind of design. We've modified it, changed it about, added a funny phrase. This is just a quick example of what you can do. Once you're done, by the way, you need to hide the background layer, and then you can head to File, Export As, and export this as a PNG. You can give it a name right here as well if you wanted to. So you could put powered by cupcakes and then just hit save. Now, if you do want to get access to the full library of graphics and fonts, and if you want to get access to their full POD license, which means you don't have to alter any of the files before you can actually use them commercially, then make sure to check out the second link in the description, the one underneath the freebies link, which will bring you to this page right here. This is my special offer in conjunction with Creative Fabrica, where you can get a free trial for your first month or your first 10 items, and after that it renews at either $9 a month or $4.99 a month if you get an annual plan, which in my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of people who already are signed up to Creative Fabrica can agree with this, is some of the best value for money you will get in the print on demand space. And it's also ideal for beginners to start out with, because you have so much choice and it's very affordable. If you scroll down on this page right here, it will tell you what's included with the free trial, including the CF Spark AI image generator, which I've got a few tutorials about on this channel already. And I personally have been using Creative Fabrica for I think about 2 years now. Check out that link for some more details, and I hope you find as much value in Creative Fabrica as I do. Make sure to check out this video next, where I show you how to use their AI image generator to create t-shirt designs with a transparent background.